If you're a Kia K5 GT and Kia Forte GT owner, this is your reminder to breathe. See that sophisticated interior? Enjoy those sensations. And now, imagine how you look from the outside and that speed that only a Kia GT sedan can give you. Sorry, I can't help but get excited.
For those lives full of thrilling emotions, the all-powerful, all-fun Kia GT sedans. Kia, movement that inspires. Limited inventory available. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Speed Gibson of the International Secret Police.
Ceiling zero. Ceiling zero.
With the Octopus on the eve of sending his ultimatum of world conquest to the governments of the earth and ready to follow up his demands with his terrible death ray machine, the secret police managed to reach their plane in the jungle near Lake Kivu and take off for Leopoldville, where they plan to leave Mr. Buchanan. They are almost at their destination now, and we find Barney at the shortwave radio trying to reach either the Emir of Kano or one of the outposts of the French Foreign Legion to warn them of the Octopus's plans.
It's no use, Clint. I can't raise anything on this set but static. Kano's the nearest station that can do us any good, and I can't get through to him at all.
Well, if you can't, you can, Barney. Maybe we can reach them from Leopoldville. The government has a very powerful set there.
But supposing the Octopus is checking all government calls. With that plan of world conquest in his bean, he's apt to, you know.
I know, but we'll have to risk that. It might be best if we do call Kano or the Legion outpost from Leopoldville. I want the regular operator to do it, to give the warning. And if the Octopus should listen in, though he'll know the authorities are suspicious of him, he won't be as alarmed as if he knew we were still alive.
That's right. He knows that the secret police are the only ones who know about his death ray machine, and he thinks we're out of the picture.
That's right. So turn the set off. No use using up the juice when you can't bring anything in. We'll be in Leopoldville very shortly.
Okay. Want me to take the controls for a while?
No, thanks. I'll set it down. You might go back and see how Mr. Buchanan's getting along, though. You should be getting a reaction from that quinine you gave him right after we took off.
Yeah, I'll go back and take a look. If you need anything, just give a yell.
Don't you worry. I will. You're the one who generally does the yelling, pal.
Yeah, okay, wise guy. Clint's pretty cocky. Because he's getting close to the kill, that's why. He always gets extra edgy then.
Here comes Barney now, Mr. Buchanan. You remember him?
You forget, Speed. Mr. Dunlap was wearing a gorilla skin the last time I saw him.
That's right. But you're looking a lot better, Mr. Buchanan. I see that quinine worked all right.
Yes, thank you. I'm feeling much better.
I believe the fever has just about run its course, Barney.
Yes, swell. Then all he has to do when he's grounded is fatten up a little, and he'll be as good as new, huh?
That's about right.
I can never repay you boys for what you've done for me.
Oh, forget it, pal. It was swell finding you. We just about given up hope of that, but we were going to go ahead with what you started, catch up with the octopus.
I hope that you can finish the job, sir. I stand ready to help you in any way I can.
Well, you get stronger on your pins before you try to help us, Mr. Buchanan. There's nothing you can do in the way of helping us in the actual arrest anyway, but you're going to be a darned important witness against the octopus.
Yes, I have all details of how the Atlantean Syndicate began and how the other stockholders and myself have been swindled out of thousands of dollars. I'll write it all out for you.
Fine and dandy. But you better not talk any more right now. You're pretty weak.
That is right, Senor Buchanan. Rest as much as you can, for soon you will have plenty of opportunity to talk.
Yeah. And you want to feel pretty good when we land in Leopoldville. You're going to see your wife again, you know.
Yes. Poor Mary, she must have worried all the weeks I've been held prisoner.
And how she's been worried. But that'll soon be over because we'll be in Leopoldville any time now.
Well, here we are. At your wife's bungalow, Mr. Buchanan. I'll go in first and pave the way for your coming, so there won't be too much of a shock for her.
Thank you, but before I go in, I want to get up on my feet. Mary mustn't see me on a stretcher.
What, are you strong enough to walk, Senor?
Well, if you and Barney will support me, yes, Carlos.
You know best. We'll help you up when Clint gives us the come-on signal.
Fine. Wait here until I call.
Okay, Clint.
Who's there?
Clint Barlow, Mrs. Buchanan.
Mr. Barlow.
Now, keep back, all of you, so she won't see you when she opens the door.
See, Clint.
Oh, Mr. Barlow, you're back. You've had news of my husband.
Yes, Mrs. Buchanan. Good news.
Oh, he's alive.
Yes. We found him in the jungle, near Lake Keble.
Oh, you found him? Then you must have brought him with you.
Yes, but I wanted to tell you before you saw him.
Oh, where is he? Where is he?
All right, come on in, boys.
Hello, Mrs. Buchanan.
John.
Mary.
Oh, John.
All right, take him over there at the couch, fellas.
Check.
Oh, my dear. What have they done to you?
Now, he's going to be all right, Mrs. Buchanan. He's kind of weak now, but another few days and he'll be up and around again.
Easy now. Let him down easy.
Here, I'll bring a pillow.
That's fine. Thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Barlow, all of you. How can I ever thank you?
Oh, don't you try, Mrs. Buchanan. We're just as glad to have found your husband as you are to see him. And right now, we're going to leave you two alone because there'll be plenty you want to talk over.
But you will return?
Yes, as soon as we attend to our business here with the Belgian administrator. And meantime, I'll send a doctor over for you, Mr. Buchanan.
Yeah, he can give you a shortcut to licking your weight in wildcats.
And meantime, don't let him talk too much, Mrs. Buchanan.
Oh, no. It's enough to have him here after all these hopeless weeks.
Yes. Well, come along, fellas. We've got plenty to do between now and the time we leave here.
Oh, John, my dearest, I'm so thankful to have you back again. My prayers have been granted.
Well, we did our good deed for the day. Now what?
Well, I'm going back to the Belgian administrator's office, Barney, and see if I can get a short-wave message through to the Emir of Kano. Mm-hmm. And, Carlos, you come with me. See, Clint.
And what about us?
Well, you and Barney go back to the plane and see that we get the fuel and water we ordered. We'll take off as soon as I can get that message through. Or before, if it's impossible to talk to Kano.
You're going back to see Buchanan, ain't you?
Yes, but not for long. In the first place, the man isn't strong enough to do much talking, and in the second place, we've got to catch the octopus before we can start prosecution.
Still, there may be something Senor Buchanan can tell us that will aid us in capturing the octopus.
We'll see when we go back. But I want that plane ready for an instant takeoff, Barney.
Say, it'll be so ready that we'll have to anchor it to hold it down.
That's the spirit. Let's see now. What time is it? Uh-huh. It'll take at least an hour to clean up my business with the administrator and talk to Kano. So, let's say meet back here in an hour and a half. That'll give us all plenty of time to do what we have to do.
Okay, we'll be here.
Yeah, and see that you are. Because the sooner we start for the Sahara, the more lives we may save. So come on, let's get going.
Will you have anything more, Mr. Dunlap?
Oh, thanks, no, Mrs. Buchanan. For the first time in months, I can honestly say that I've had too much to eat. And was it swell?
Well, I hope Mr. Barlow and the others come soon while things are still hot.
They should be here now. The time limit's up, and Clint's never late when something important's up. Oh, you sure picked a great cook when you picked a wife, Mr. Buchanan.
Yes, and do you know, Barney, I'd almost forgotten it.
Huh? How could you ever forget that?
Well, as you know, I'm considered a wealthy man.
Yeah, and how?
As my good fortune grew, so did the servant list, and Mary did no more cooking until we came down here.
Yes, when we came to Leopoldville, I put my foot down and insisted on doing the cooking at least. The native servants could do the other work, but I took charge of the kitchen and just loved it.
Well, with food like that, I can see where it'll be no time at all until your husband's up and around again.
Well,
yes, indeed. I'm anxious to watch Speed eat your pie, dear. He'll appreciate it after living off the land for so long.
Yeah, and monkeys. Oh.
You say that Speed went to the government offices to meet Mr. Barlow?
Yeah, after the plane was tended to, he decided to walk down and meet the others. We had some time to kill, and he thought Lucky might like the exercise after being cooped up in the plane for so long. But me, I came here, and am I glad.
That must be the others now.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Oh, you beat us back, huh, Barney?
You bet. And have I been making use of my time?
Oh, you're eating again, huh?
What do you mean again?
You should have said yet, Clint.
Hey, what is this?
Never mind. Here's the important thing. I talked to the Emir of Kano over shortwave.
You got through all right, huh?
Yeah, rather the administrator talked to him.
I get it. Just in case the Octopus should be listening in.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Emir is going to relay our message to all the Legion outposts to stand ready for possible native uprisings. And also to stand ready to march to the Atlantean base when the call comes.
What's the native uprising scare?
The Emir thinks that the Octopus may be using certain desert tribesmen in his gang.
Mm-hmm.
Now, reports have come in to him that a vast army of them has gathered near the expedition base, purportedly for tribal gains.
Sounds phony to me.
Exactly. But here's something else. Another article, supposedly from the lost continent of Atlantis, has been excavated at the Atlantean base. Half a bar of pure gold.
Gold?
Yes.
That's strange. I happen to know that the Octopus has turned all the money he swindled from the syndicate into gold bars, and he's buried them somewhere near the expedition camp.
Clint, we're on a hot trail.
Well, right now, before you say another word, I want you all to sit down to a hot meal. Mr. Dunlap's already had his, but I'm sure the rest of you, and Speed in particular, must be very hungry.
Well, thank you, Mr. Buchanan. That's very kind of you. By the way, where is Speed?
Yeah, where? Why, he's with you.
He is not. He went to the plane with you.
I know, but after we left there, he decided to take Lucky and walk on down to meet you and Carlos.
But we have not seen him, Barney.
What?
No,
I don't know.
Why did you let him out of your sight?
Oh, we're safe enough. It's early yet.
Safe? He's missing, isn't he? And right as we're ready to take off for the Sahara.
But Clint...
Don't do any more talking. Speed was going to meet us. Well, the offices of the administrator are on the main street. The same street that leads directly to our plane. And Speed wasn't on that street when we came here, or we'd have seen him. Now, something's gone wrong, Barney, and we'd better see what, if we're not too late.
If you're a Kia K5 GT and Kia Forte GT owner, this is your reminder to breathe. See that sophisticated interior? Enjoy those sensations. And now, imagine how you look from the outside and that speed that only a Kia GT sedan can give you. Sorry, I can't help but get excited.
For those lives full of thrilling emotions, the all-powerful, all-fun Kia GT sedans. Kia, movement that inspires. Limited inventory available. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.